Mr. Speaker, I rise in strong support of this resolution honoring Ambassador Chris Stevens, Sean Smith, Glenn Doherty, and Tyrone Woods, four patriotic Americans who lost their lives in a cowardly and despicable attack on the United States consulate in Benghazi, Libya. On a daily basis, the men and women of the State Department assume great risks in dangerous locations all over the world. They conduct diplomacy, promote democracy, build civil society, educate, mediate, negotiate, and defend U.S. interests worldwide. They are the face of America abroad, and our country is safer, freer, and more prosperous because of what they do. Ambassador Stevens was one of our best and brightest and most courageous. He had served in Israel, Egypt, Syria, and Saudi Arabia, but Libya became the centerpiece and defining mission of his career. He was on the ground in Benghazi leading U.S. diplomatic efforts from the earliest days of the revolution. He worked tirelessly on behalf of U.S.-Libyan relations and the well-being of U.S. citizens living in Libya. I am particularly angry that this sickening attack occurred in a country that the U.S., with Chris Stevens in the lead, did so much to liberate. Ambassador Stevens will be missed for his knowledge of the Middle East, his exemplary commitment to service, his warm and welcoming personality, and his basic human decency. Sean Smith, a Foreign Service Information Management Officer, was a father and 10-year veteran of the U.S. State Department. Prior to arriving in Benghazi, he served in Brussels, Baghdad, Pretoria, Montreal, and The Hague. Glenn Doherty was a former Navy SEAL from Boston. He was killed while serving on the ambassador's security detail and helping to evacuate the wounded. Tyrone Woods spent 2 decades as a SEAL, was a father of 3, and had worked protecting diplomats in dangerous posts for the past 2 years. Mr. Speaker, our thoughts and prayers are with the families of all the dedicated public servants whose lives were lost. Libya owes the American people a full investigation of this incident in complete cooperation with U.S. authorities. The killers must be found and brought to justice. I stand by ready to assist in any way I can.